All right, we're ready to move on here. We have the high-resolution wireframe complete. We just finished off the medium-resolution wireframe, so now, of course, the final wireframe, our low-resolution wireframe. So let's get this guy started. So just as a reminder, our low-resolution design is going to target devices that are running a resolution of 480 pixels or less, okay? So that's what we're going to base our wireframe design around, okay? So once again, I'm going to start things off by heading up to the File menu and then down to New. And then inside the New Document dialog box, let's go and get things set up for our low-resolution wireframe, okay? So let's see here. I'm going to leave the majority of the settings the same as we've been using all the way along, but of course I'm going to go after my width field here in almost the dead center of this dialog box. I'm going to change that to the 480 pixels. Okay, so that's the width that I'm going to use for this low resolution wireframe. You can adjust that accordingly on your own if you wish. Once again, just as we saw previously, I'm going to leave the height. I'm not sure exactly where the height's going to wind up being. So I'm just going to leave the default there, which is the previous value that we had used for the medium resolution wireframe, 1200 pixels. My unit of measurement is set to pixels as well. Orientation is vertical or portrait as before, and the color mode is still set to RGB, which is great. Okay. All right. When we're ready, go ahead and click on OK. And there's our document ready to roll here for our low resolution wireframe. Before going forward, before building out this wireframe, the next thing that I want to do is I want to save this file before we get too far ahead of ourselves. So once again, I'm just going to head up to the File menu and then down to Save As, or you can hit Control or Command S on your keyboard. That would be fine. Head into your Work Files folder here. And, I blew through this pretty quickly previously for our medium resolution, but I'll slow this down here. This is kind of a neat trick that you can do. I want to call this a low resolution wireframe. So there inside my work files folder, I happen to see a file called high resolution wireframe. So if I single click on that guy, that loads his name into the save as field, which is kind of a neat trick there. So anyway, just kind of a neat thing. You might know that already, but anyway, so I'm just going to change this here to low resolution wireframe.ai and then go ahead and save your file. Inside the Illustrator options dialog box that appears, I'm simply going to accept the defaults and click OK in the bottom right-hand corner. Okay. All right, there we go. Our document is set up. Now let's go and build our low resolution wireframe.